Assalamu alaikum. How are you both?
Welcome, Sam. Good.
Good. And Zohreen, how are you?
Pretty good. What about
I
you?
love your boots. Very interesting shape. Great. So first of all, welcome. We wanted to kind of, take this opportunity to learn more about you guys and the brand and also about the products. So, thoda sa mein, background, I just wanted to understand first of all, it's a very interesting name. So, and first of all, actually introduce yourselves as well. You are a mother-daughter duo. How did the journey start? Naam kaise rakha? All of that.
Okay.
So I'm Zebunnisa, and this is my daughter Zohreen, and this is basically her brainchild, and I am executing it for her. So she can tell you a lot about how it came, the whole idea came into being, and the background of the name. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically, over quarantine, I had a lot of time on my hands, and so I basically got into skincare, and I started making these things at home and everything. And then I decided I wanted to sell these things, and then my mom came along and she told me how to do it more professionally and everything. And then we made our social media pages, our Instagram, our Facebook, our website, and that's how we came together. And the name actually is my great grandmother's maiden name, and
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she also liked skincare a lot, so we decided to name it that. So we also had other names, but like other people had those, so we decided we'll go with this one.
Yes,
Oh,
and another
lovely.
thing, the formulations that we came up with, they're all original, or they're family totkas, and or some of the things that I was making for myself as well. And but then we also consulted a certified Hakim as well. So
Sure.
with all our formulations, these ratios and all of this, whether this works fine or not, and all of that. So we had a consultation as well, and a lot of things. Zohreen was really interested in making lip scrubs. She started with lip scrubs and lip balms at home, and these
Yeah.
face masks. So lip scrubs completely her formulation, and lip balm, cloud cream जो हमारी है, it's made from pure shea butter. And उसके बारे में I was personally very reluctant कि हम वो करें क्योंकि वो पूरा हमें दिन लग जाता है, like
Huh.
just to get the right texture and all of that. But she was quite insistent because she just loved the whole idea of the cream. So that has been one of our best sellers. I mean, people pick up 2, 3 kacha now on the second, आपको तब पता चलता है when you start getting return orders. पहली दफा तो a
Absolutely.
lot of people, pick up stuff just to try it. So then you find out the success or whether the product is being liked or not once you get return orders. So उसके हमें बहुत आते हैं, and then she says, "I told you so."
Isn't that a good feeling, Zohreen? जब आप
Yeah,
life में कभी you can say that to your parents also.
yeah.
Because usually हमेशा parents can rightfully turn around and always tell you that. So Zohreen, what got you interested in skincare?
Okay, so basically, I watched YouTube, and then I came across these skincare videos, and I like watched them like a lot, and I decided like I want to make this, and I was really interested in it. I'm also interested in chemistry, so I like mixing things, and that's how I
Wow,
like mixed it. Mhm.
great. And how old are you, Zohreen?
I'm 10. I'm 10
Oh
years old.
wow, wow! You're gonna make us all feel a little bit, unaccomplished. Great. And so the lip scrubs you were saying, you started a journey with that, and over time you have incorporated more things into the range. So I was, thank you for sending these across. So I've tried out some of this stuff, and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you for that. Um, I wanted to ask you, the cream especially. I mean, how did you figure out that formula? Because it's something, like really um is actually like is working for me as well. Like I'm in London right now, and यहाँ पे तो central heating की वजह से और भी dry हुआ होता है. So like me, my flatmate, we're all kind of like hooked onto it. So how did that come about?
Okay, so basically, that also I looked it up on the internet because I really wanted to make like a cream, personally because I liked making those, and then I researched about it and how to make it, and then I put in one final recipe, and we also put in our scent because and I actually put in my favorite scent, which is vanilla, and that's how we made it.
It's actually very nice. Like it holds true to its name as well. Like I was just, I was because I have used shea butter by itself in the past, but this one like it's so much lighter and fluffier than just like regular shea butter. So well
We
done
also
on that.
had to, yeah, and we also had, there were a lot, trial and error was involved
Hmm.
because, trying to get the exact ratio right and get the
Yeah,
texture we wanted because we didn't want it to be too greasy or oily as well. So, I mean, we had a couple of, trial and error, and then
Yeah.
finally we decided on this one, which, yeah, by the way, it was basically tested as it's put on the label on family and friends. So we had a very willing pool of family and friends, जो बहुत
yeah,
शौक थे, cousins, and everybody जो शौक से करते थे and would give us very detailed feedback. And I think that was also because of COVID, because everybody was so bored कि वो
yeah.
फिर detail में और effort करके सब करते थे.
Huh. So and yeah, I've also been using, so like I have curly hair and like my the ends of my hair are dyed. So I've been using a tiny amount of this also on the ends of my hair.
Yeah,
And it hasn't like it hasn't made it heavy, the ends, but it has actually just kind of given it a little bit more life.
yeah.
Actually, I
So
also use it sometimes on my hair.
Yeah, I also
Yeah.
use it. I have very
yeah.
curly hair and it gets a little frizzy. So I use a bit
um,
of it on my hair as well whenever I leave my curls open, and it keeps the frizz in line.
Absolutely. No, that's because like especially with curly hair, it's very difficult to find products that kind of don't weigh it down, but just
Hmm.
kind of like get rid of the frizz. And also I wanted to ask you guys, जितने भी products मैंने देखे हैं अभी तक, they're all naturally, like natural ingredients, maybe they're based on that. So was that something that you guys wanted to incorporate, like can natural ingredients ही use करें?
Yes, actually wanted to do that because like some like skincare products have chemicals in them which can really harm your skin. So we thought natural ingredients would be best.
Right. And how
Yeah,
do you
preservative free actually. They're preservative free, and what we've done is we've incorporated ingredients which themselves act as natural preservatives. So for a sugar scrub, you may not
yeah,
need, as long as there's no water getting inside, a lot of
yeah,
water getting inside your product, that leads to bacterial growth. Otherwise, sugar in itself is a preservative, so is salt. And then with all the oils and shea butter and all of that, the life depends upon, as long as there's no dampness or water getting
yeah.
into your, so
Great.
that's really important.
और आप दोनों का what's like if you had to pick a favorite project, which one would it be for both of you separately?
Mine would probably be the face serum because firstly I love the label and it makes my skin really soft.
Oh,
Yeah, and for me, it would be a close call between the cloud cream because I use it for my hair and my hands, and the pain oil, sadly, at this age, because I have a back issue. So,
yeah.
yes, so the pain oil is a savior for me.
Great. I was just gonna say that you have such good skin, mashallah. So it's always like a great advertisement for something when you see that the person who's kind of like made it has good skin, and you're like, okay, safe hands.
I have very sensitive skin, by the way. I have very
Oh,
sensitive skin. Yes. So I was the main guinea pig on everything. I would try it on myself
yeah,
first before giving it to anybody because अगर I felt chemical reaction, वो sorry, अगर कोई reaction allergic या कुछ होनी होती है तो वो मेरे पे शायद हो जाए. So, and also we strayed away from ingredients which are common allergens for people.
hmm,
I mean, कुछ होते हैं natural या herbal ingredients जिनसे काफी लोगों को, I mean, automatically they don't know about it. Of course, maybe they've not tried it because people
yeah,
usually are using creams over the counter and all of that. So, इसीलिए, patch test is very important for all products, especially herbal organic products. And
Hmm.
I personally experienced skin reactions from really good brands, Western brands as well, local as
Ah,
well. So I
okay.
always do a patch test.
And coming back to the journey a little bit, I heard that Zohreen, you were chosen as actually you've been chosen in quite a few lists as a young entrepreneur. So tell me a little bit about that.
I have been chosen in many of them, and like some of them would win awards and stuff like that.
No, but
Yeah.
about the kidpreneur, what she wants to know,
Yeah.
what were you chosen for?
Which
Yeah, I was
which are the different ones that you have been, kind of chosen for?
I've got chosen for this wow interview as well, and I had to do a live stream, and I mostly get chosen for things like that because I'm 10 and I have no distance.
Great. And
Even
I heard,
I was nominated as an Amipreneur Award abhi yesterday हुए थे. I was the nominee. I did not win, but I think it was also because of the fact that it was a mother duo business that got their attention, and then that's why we
yeah.
probably got nominated as well.
Great. And Zoe, tell me something. What has been like your biggest inspiration, or what has kind of helped you along the way? Because I'm sure like sometimes it's tough managing everything. What has been the thing that kept you going?
Mostly like I just think that it's okay if like I'm a little stressed or anything because most people my age don't do this stuff, and that's what like keeps me going and also like my
Yeah.
mindset.
Yes, and
Great.
also we have like ever since school started as well, we have a certain timetable and we work around her schedule now. And
Hmm.
the thing that she's really involved in formulating and she's interested, we've moved the production of those products over the weekend versus the rest that I've taken over. So it's a combination.
And from like a parenting point of view, a lot of times parents kind of dissuade children from, doing something that takes up a lot of time, especially like, when they're this young. So how has it been for you? Like, I find it remarkable that you have actually encouraged her and, you're actually helping her along the way rather than, saying, ki, nahi, abhi is pe focus karo, you're too young and all of that. So tell me a little bit about that. And, if there is a message that you would like to share with other parents as well, um, whose children want to do something like this, but उनको वो होता है कि पढ़ाई पे फोकस नहीं रहेगा.
For me, it was a blessing in disguise because honestly, I was getting tired. I wanted to get back into the workforce. I
Yeah.
used to be a corporate banker, and then I took time off after I had my second child. And for the longest time now, I was trying to, I didn't want to go back into banking or a full 9 to 5 job. So I was thinking about what I could do with myself. And I had actually started applying. And then suddenly COVID happened, and then those interviews got
Yeah.
cancelled. So everything was at full stop, complete lockdown tha, sab kuch tha. And then she started doing this. I mean, pehle to it was a hobby and she was making all those things. And then she started saying, I want to sell this, I want to sell this. So she was quite persistent about it. So I said, okay, we can see whatever you want to do. I thought, okay, shayad, maybe it's a phase, but she was quite persistent. And then we decided, why not? Maybe start it off on a smaller scale. But then when we started getting into this, हमें सोचा, oh, we can add our जो hair oil भी हम बनाते रहे, मेरा
Hmm.
pain oil था, the face serum I was making for myself पहले से. So, we started adding those things and then it just got bigger and bigger. And then we designed the labels. We thought, chalo, let's do it more professionally. So it just kept building up. And the fact that COVID tha, and of course, sab kuch band tha, so we had plenty of time on our hands. And then it was quite constructive. I mean, COVID, there was no school. We were following strict SOPs. We weren't even going to my mother's house. And जब complete lockdown, जब यहाँ strict था. So बच्चे बहुत बोर होने के बजाय, it for her, she was constantly busy and then you were constantly doing something and then we just
Yeah.
had plenty of time and then it just happened. So I think it's great. You should encourage children and especially young girls, I feel, would make sense of the fact that they can dream about something or they can aim for something and it's possible. So
Yeah.
encouragement दोनों बच्चों के लिए, like both boys and girls, it's very important from a young age. जो उनका शौक है और उनको वो है, because she's always liked work. I mean, she was so young and we were traveling, and the first time she walked into a Lush store, she was really fascinated.
Yeah.
So वो उनके ना सारे, and she was just fascinated with this अच्छी smell, scent, and then so many products and all
Hmm.
of that. So I think that also played a role. But for me, it was,
Absolutely.
I'm very happy and very occupied now.
No, mashallah, and like you're just 10 years old, mashallah, and you're so confident. I don't think 10 years. I think I was like a potato. I couldn't like
I was
do it.
into that.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything when I was 10 years old. So, mashallah, that's amazing. Zohreen, tell me something. What's been like the best piece of advice that you have received along the way? I'm sure, बहुत सारे लोगों ने advice दी होगी. तो कोई एक, thing that kind of has stuck with you.
Yeah, it
कोई
was
अम्मा अब्बा ने कुछ बताया हो या just anybody.
yeah, it was like it was that you have to balance your work because it's going to get like a really tough, and it's gonna I'm gonna have schoolwork, and with that I also have schoolwork. So that was the most helpful advice that I got, and it's really helping me.
But schoolwork is
Yeah.
priority. Basically, schoolwork is priority, of course. And then this comes, like she has to manage it with it. But Pele, it's all about homework and assignments. That has to be out of the way.
Absolutely. And what's your vision for, the brand?
I just
What do you think? Yeah,
I would like it to be like a bigger, like not Pakistan wide, like worldwide. I would like it to have branches.
inshallah. Yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely. And what's been the best compliment you've received for your products, or like best feedback you've received so far?
It's the base. It's mostly just that our products has made their skin better, and it's really helped them, and that just makes me really happy.
Excellent. Or मुझे बताओ कि like now that you've kind of you've been able to go to school for a few weeks now, right?
Yes.
हाँ. So
Yes,
how
but
does like
yeah,
दोबारा से ना 15 से?
yeah, yeah.
हाँ. But tell me something like that. How have your friends and your classmates and all kind of reacted to this? This like that you've set up your own business in COVID times and all of that. So how has that been?
So, some of my friends, they also like really supported me a lot, and two of my friends actually started their own business.
Excellent.
And
हाँ. Super. तुम लोग सभी लोग, mashallah, you guys are all a bunch of super girls and boys. और मुझे बताओ कि हम obviously बहुत सुन रहे हैं, बहुत बात कर रहे हैं. It's been a year of COVID and all of that, and we get the grown-up perspective a lot about how it has been and how it has affected our lives. But I'd like to know from you कि आपका कैसा experience रहा है, because you have seen a different kind of side to it than all of us. So tell me a little bit if you're comfortable sharing. Ke, suddenly like last year we were even younger then. So if you had to describe your experience in this whole like unusual situation, what would you say?
it's actually been really fun and stressful at the same time because I have a lot of work. But it's also been fun making the products and packaging them. It's
She's
really
talking about COVID ka the
yeah.
whole time you were, online learning ho rahi thi, you were away from
Oh.
school. That's what she's asking.
Yeah, it's
That
it's been yeah,
experience.
it's
Hmm.
been quite all right. Like it's been easy, online work and everything. It's been really easy. Yeah.
What do you prefer then? Online or going to school?
I like online going to school, but yes, school is better now.
Yeah, I guess you can wake up a little bit later, right? मैं अभी I was talking to one of my friends और एकदम से बहुत सर्दी हुई, like सर्दी or just like overcast gloomy मौसम है, and I was thinking I'm getting like flashbacks of when you had to wake up, when you had to be at school at like 7:30, like I'm getting flashbacks of that. So I appreciate the fact that, like online maybe for a while
Yeah.
is not such a bad idea. Maybe
But
with schools,
yes,
I hope.
I mean, in the beginning, they were all quite happy, but I think towards the end of it, I mean, both of them, both my children, they started asking, "Ki, when will school be open?" Because
Hmm.
I think everybody was missing their friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And वो
that
एक, you cannot deny the fact कि school में जो एक learning होती है, especially the social learning, you
yes.
can't, uh, you can't replicate that at home, even if you try
Yes,
to.
I mean, online learning is not, I think children may not be able to absorb so much versus face-to-face learning.
Hmm. और आपका कैसा experience रहा है with managing two kids who are doing online classes?
Initially, I mean, there were just teething problems. My husband was in charge of one child during online schooling hours, and I was in charge of the other. But I think it took about like 2 months, roughly, and then they were both independent, and it was a new system for the schools as well. So they also streamlined their class schedules and homeworks and all of that. It took the teachers a bit of time, but after that, it was quite smooth sailing for both of them actually. Like we just had to supervise them, but
Yeah.
responsibly both of them would log in, like time pay class ke 10 15 minute की break है उसके बाद rejoining all of that.
Hmm.
So but ये होता है कि you really want the children to be out of the house as well and not be confined within the house all the
Yeah.
time. So
नहीं, absolutely.
it was quite
Um,
challenging for parents as well.
Right. No, I can't even imagine. Like, I find it like tough enough just managing myself. I can't even imagine like how you guys have all managed. Um, and also tell me, आप लोगों ने, you have also set up, you also participated in a couple of markets for the
Yes,
Yes.
brand.
we've had
And how
we
was that
like
experience?
oh that was really nice, and like it grew our business, and then more people got to find out about it. So yeah, it was
We've
really
just
nice experience.
participated in
Yeah.
one so far, and then we just have another one coming in 2 weeks,
Yes.
Haryali pe. So because we're
अच्छा.
relatively new, we launched in November, mid-November, 15th November
Mhm.
of last year. So we've had one marketplace, and this is going to be
Yeah.
another one. But it
And
was
how was
work,
that?
but exhausting. पूरा दिन लगता है, especially
हाँ.
for
And how was your experience doing that, Zohreen? Because being at the stall and people asking you about your products और उसी वक्त उनकी queries को answer करना. Plus, you also have to kind of, I always feel कि if you are running a business, तो आपको थोड़ा सा you have to know a little bit about sales as well. So how has that been for you?
So, okay, it was like it was fun because I got to answer people's questions, and I also bought some things from other stalls over there. And we also had mini brochures which told everything about our products, and a lot of people asked me questions. But yeah, overall it was really fun.
Great. And what is in the production line now? What more can we look forward to from the brand?
the
Yeah, we're making more products as well. We're making shampoos and everything.
we'll be launching a
Excellent.
shampoo at the Haryali market.
Yes.
So
Excellent.
that's
And are
that's
these
one of the
natural based shampoos again?
yes, yes.
Natural ingredients. Excellent. नहीं, I'm really looking forward to that because मैंने बहुत in all honesty, I really looked across for natural for like pure shampoos without sulfates and
Mhm.
conditioners without silicones and stuff और नहीं मिलते आराम से. Especially like from places that you can trust the quality of.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And otherwise, like school has started and you're back to, school routine now.
Yes. Yeah. I'm back to that.
Yeah.
Yep, Fridays are still online.
Fridays are still online. Great. No, I hope we can get back to a normal situation soon enough. But I can see, with all the kind of not so positive things that COVID brought about, but like the positives are that we still got to see people like you, making something positive out of a not so great situation. So well done on that, Doreen. And you, Zevin, like you as well, because obviously, like, aapki support ke bina, so it wouldn't have been possible. But well done and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to seeing your journey, to see you grow internationally, inshallah, as well. I'd love for the next Lush to be, by you. So that'd be amazing. And thank you for taking out the time
Yeah, and thank
to
you
speak
so
to us.
much, Aisha, for taking out the time.